Family and Marital Guidance, Unit 2. Marriage and the Structural Formation of the Family. Factors affecting marital compatibility include the childhood of the couple, personality, age difference, marriage experiences, sexual satisfaction, number of years of marriage, the time they spend together, cultural and social level, social roles, low life pressures, and childbearing. First, the childhood of the couple, their childhood upbringing, and their exposure to rewards and punishments, and meeting their basic needs, food, drink, acceptance, belonging, psychological security, or their exposure to frustration regarding these needs. This affects the process of marital compatibility in adulthood. A study found 74% of compatible couples rated their childhood happy or very happy. 60.7% of compatible couples had firm but not harsh upbringing, while 39.4% of incompatible couples experienced harsh firmness. Personality also affects marital compatibility. 74% of compatible couples rated their childhood as happy. 50.7% said their parenting style was firm but not harsh, while 39.4% of incompatible individuals experienced harsh firmness. Personality affects marital compatibility, influencing harmony or conflict, and is impacted by emotional differences in response to events. Firmness should be balanced, as 39.4% found it harsh. Personality impacts marital compatibility, influencing harmony or conflict. Emotional differences, anxiety, and adaptation to married life affect compatibility. Scholars link compatibility to personality traits that enhance happiness and reduce conflicts. Traits like insight, self-confidence, emotional strength, sensitivity, and warmth support compatibility, while others increase disagreements. Or to feeling anxious and unable to adapt to married life. Scholars agree marital compatibility is linked to personality traits that support happiness and reduce conflicts. Some traits diminish compatibility and increase disagreements. Traits aiding compatibility include insight, self-confidence, strong emotional constitution, sensitivity, warmth, emotional expression, self-assertion, and self-disclosure. There are also several personality traits that reduce psychological compatibility and widen the disagreements between spouses, which are as follows. Personality traits that help with marital compatibility include: first, insight; second, self-confidence; third, strong emotional constitution towards oneself; fourth, sensitivity towards others; fifth, warmth and emotional expression; sixth, self-assertion and self-disclosure; seventh, an agreeable temperament; sixth, self-assertion and self-disclosure; seventh, an agreeable temperament; eighth, the ability to take responsibility; ninth, the inclination towards freedom and activity; 10th, not giving in to despair; 11, emotional stability; 12, sometimes giving in to others. The researcher Landis identified specific traits in a personality that lead to marital compatibility. Some traits pertain to the husband, while others pertain to the wife. Husband traits: emotionally balanced, cooperative, not stingy, not withdrawn, responsible, and religious. Wife traits: cooperative and social, not quick to anger, not financially wasteful, having values and morals, optimistic, supportive of her husband, sharing interests. Threatening traits: pessimism, quick temper, feelings of unhappiness and misery, a sense of distrust, emotional instability. Cooperative and sociable, not quick to anger, not financially wasteful, values and morals, optimistic, shares interests with him. Personality traits that threaten marital compatibility include: first, pessimism; second, quick temper; third, feelings of unhappiness and misery; fourth, a sense of distrust; fifth, emotional instability. Thirdly, age. The closer the age difference between the spouses, the better they understand each other's interests and behaviors in the situations they face in their married life. It has been found that the likelihood of a successful marriage increases when the age difference between the spouses does not exceed 2 or 3 years. Fourth, experiences related to marriage. Marital relationships are influenced by past experiences. Couples who grew up in happy families tend to be happier in their marriages, as the happiness of their parents is often linked to marital compatibility. Young people often derive their expectations about marriage from their parents through the interactions between them. When parents teach their children that conflicts can be resolved through negotiation, discussion, and compromise, their children apply these behavioral models when they marry. These models are reinforced by their partners, allowing them to continue, or they may fade away and not last. When they teach their children that conflicts can be resolved through negotiation, discussion, and compromise, then when the children marry, they apply these behavioral models, which are reinforced by their partners, allowing them to continue. However, these models may fade away and not last. Fifth, sexual satisfaction. The sexual relationship is one of the factors that strengthens the bond between spouses. It can either be a means of love and connection between them, or a source of aversion and reluctance. Despite the role of this relationship in marital compatibility, it is not considered a prerequisite for forming a good family relationship. However, the pleasant interaction between spouses is what leads to a good family relationship between them. Therefore, the way this relationship is practiced plays a more important role than whether it is practiced or not. It can be practiced regularly, but in a boring way that makes each spouse grow distant from the other over time. Sixth, the number of years of marriage. Some researchers have pointed out that marital compatibility tends to change throughout the life cycle, and this change is not consciously or deliberately recognized by the couple. They find themselves compatible with each other without being aware of this fact. The early stages of marriage are characterized by a strong closeness between the spouses, while the later stages are marked by confrontation, discussion, and negotiation regarding control, authority, and power. Seventh, time spent together. Researchers compare happy couples with those facing marital issues. They found happy couples spend about 7 hours daily together, while unhappy ones spend 5. Happy couples talk more about personal topics and less about disagreements. Common conversation topics include work, household, family, calls, and food. Eighth, cultural and social level. Similar cultural origins and family backgrounds are key to marital compatibility, as people often connect with those sharing similar backgrounds. Compared to 5 hours a day for unhappy couples, happy couples spent more time talking with their spouses about personal topics and less time discussing disagreements. The most common topics of conversation between husbands and wives include work, household matters, family members, phone conversations, and food. Eighth, cultural and social similarities enhance marital compatibility. People marry those of similar status and beliefs. Education can transform marriage and alter societal values. Ninth, social roles. Marriage involves roles like child rearing and management. Conflicts arise as wives expect shared duties, husbands may not. People tend to connect or marry those who are similar to them in social status, position, education, and beliefs. Additionally, the educational level of both spouses can lead to significant social transformations in their married life and influence each partner's perspective on marriage and their concepts of marital compatibility, to the extent that we can consider it a change in the traditional values and concepts that prevailed in society. Social roles. A successful marriage needs new roles like raising children and managing tasks. Conflicts arise as wives expect husbands to share these roles, but husbands see them as wives' duties. Motherhood and fatherhood are roles both dedicate to. Couples engage in these roles for their children, family, and society. Lack of life pressures. Social pressures cause marital tension. Rohail Tej says couples without major pressures are more compatible. Less life pressure leads to better compatibility and happiness. Among the social roles that both men and women dedicate themselves to, when couples engage in these roles, they do so not just for their own benefit, but for the benefit of their children, family, and society. 10th, a lack of life pressures. Social pressures can lead to tension in the marital relationship. Rohail Tej mentions that couples who do not feel significant, life pressures tend to be more compatible in their marriage. A lower level of life pressures on couples leads to a higher level of positive marital compatibility, which in turn contributes to feelings of marital happiness. 11. Having children is one of the factors that fosters closeness and love between spouses, creating a deep bond between them. This, in turn, contributes to their psychological and marital compatibility. Children are the fruit of a fulfilling encounter, mutual love, and shared anticipation between the couple. They are also one of the factors that solidify stability in the family and achieve marital harmony.